Cutting Edge has been the San Francisco Giants' trusted media partner for a lot of years. So when the Legacy Project came on the scene, it was only natural that the Giants contacted Cutting Edge for help. One of the first things we did was help the Giants put together a request for proposal, an RFP. That allowed the Giants to look at all of the possible vendors to be able to help digitize the Legacy Project video collection.
It was natural that when we decided we wanted to embark on such a project of trying to capture 16,000 tapes, that we needed help. Once we had all this content that was digitized, it had to go live somewhere. So they were instrumental in understanding that workflow, working with Brad on once these tapes come back, where are they going to live and how are the editors going to access it.
It's an ambitious thing for one to digitize historical analog media over a 50, 60-year period. It's another one to bring it in and make it useful.
So our relationship with Cutting Edge, obviously they helped originally build this first layer system, and we've been slowly growing it year by year to adapt to newer technologies and take advantage of just faster workflows, more efficient workflows. And we were in a position just within these last couple of years where we could actually even conceive of taking on a project of this scale. And so they put us in a position to succeed.
As the Legacy Project began, Avid and Cutting Edge worked together to design a system that would be capable of ingesting all of the media that they've had, going back to all of their different formats of tape and film of the last 60 years. The Avid Nexus shared storage, and particularly at the Giants, the Avid Nexus E5, is the workhorse behind the Legacy Project. It has enabled them to capture almost half a petabyte of content.
Today's successful deployments really rely on advanced workflows. How do we take all of this valuable material and make it accessible, searchable? How do we archive and restore? How do we repurpose these assets for future generations of baseball fans?
We had dreamt about all this, and we've had conversations as players. What if we could get some of this stuff? Gosh, don't you wish we had stuff of so-and-so? Don't you wish we had some kind of a history of that series with the Dodgers?
Where Cutting Edge came in was they understand the entire media lifecycle workflow of getting that digital file copied to a server, making it accessible to multiple edit clients at one time. That's one step of it. And then where we ended up taking our relationship with them was they introduced asset management to us.
So this is really a software layer that we bring to bear on all of the files and the storage and the archival systems. So the end result is an editor can sit there and simply search for whatever asset it is they want.
For many years now, the Giants have relied on Avid's tools, both the Nexus file system as well as our Media Central production management system, for helping them find and keep the assets that they have captured. The Avid system is a full end-to-end solution. It helps the Giants keep track of their media, archive it, preserve it, and ultimately tell the Giants' story.
Accessibility is going to be huge for our editors and for our producers, and we're going to be able to create stories not just about a certain game, but about a certain topic or about a certain player or about a certain moment in time that I don't think we'd be able to find that stuff very easily if it wasn't digitized and logged in this way.
To see Willie Mays swinging the bat again and chasing down a ball in the outfield, stealing a base, that's just priceless. To see Willie McCovey with that incredible stroke, launching one, those are the kind of things that linger, and I think you'd like for that next generation that wasn't around to see those all-time great players.
With the Giants' help, we were able to shine a light on the importance of making sure that the metadata that describes that media is very, very carefully appended and grown so that it's easier to find assets because everybody is using the same data dictionary to look up an asset.
Cutting Edge really brings a strong expertise in the stuff that goes unseen, the behind-the-scenes type work with how workflow gets done, how metadata is moving around, and building out that whole infrastructure has been crucial to the success of this project.
Today's world, of course, is very different than last year's world, or even when we started with our engagement with the Giants. We now have social media. We have larger than HD, we have 4K scoreboards, we have broadcasts. Each one of these has its own set of requirements and standards that we need to meet. So we spend a lot of time working with the team and develop workflows that address each one of these particular verticals.
The most unique thing about working with a sports team in media is the fact that there is a need for a link to historical content. A lot of teams around the country are floundering with decisions around media because they don't know how to make that case to their executive management. So we are using this as a case study to empower other organizations to go to their management to show them the power of the media.
It hits you at some point that how really truly important this is, once in a lifetime type project. Because once these things all get digitized, we're never going to do this again. I don't think we could have achieved success without having cutting edge in there.
It's been very exciting to see the content coming through the Legacy project and realizing the trust that the Giants have put in Cutting Edge and Avid working together and our technology to be able to preserve that media for this generation and for generations yet to come.
The end result of this project will be a rich history that's been securely archived to be enjoyed by many generations of future baseball fans. In a sense, you could say, for the San Francisco Giants, the past really is now their future.
The 1-2 pitch. Morin belts it high and deep right field. Way back goes Monday to the fence. It is gone!